coming soon. Don't doubt it. It will be here. I'm going to be up butt ton early. I'm up early now. I'm already conditioned. I'm going to literally be up at 1 a.m., probably midnight Eastern Standard Time, just to be kicking it with you all live for testing. Okay, we're going to be here live for testing. Testing Eastern Standard Time will be 2 a.m. all the way to 11 a.m. We will decide which session we will be here for. For definitely first session, we'll decide we're going to be here second session. The thumbnail is already set. Set your reminders, get your links up, and don't forget to go join and listen to the audio podcast, Spotify, Apple, Pandora, all that good stuff. But let's talk about something. Good morning, Mary Beanie. Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about Lance Stroll. What the hell going on? What is going on? Is there not a such thing as, like, days before testing, before the 2023 season, that you don't minimize your risk? Did Lance think that riding this bicycle was so much more important than doing something else? You know what? I'm like this. Where is Debo when you need him? Where is he when you need him? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is going on? But I'm just saying, like, even if I guess if you had Debo, that's not necessarily the best thing for Lance because, you know, getting that uppercut, he'd probably still be in the best position. But could he at least decided to say, hey, I'm not going to go cycle outside. Why don't I just do my damn Peloton or something? Maybe that would have been better. But then again, maybe not. Maybe that wouldn't have been better. Maybe it wouldn't matter what Lance does because maybe Lance has proven sometimes he can damn make the wrong and illegitimate ass decisions. So now I got to wonder. Lance is not going to be there. All right, he's going to be missing during testing. He's going to be out. Felipe is in. Champion, F2 with M&P Motorsport is going to have his opportunity sooner than later to be in the AMR 23 on track, gathering up those laps, all right, doing his thing. So are we going to have a DeVries effect? Are we about to have a DeVries effect? If some of you all don't know, maybe some of you all don't remember the DeVries effect. DeVries literally in the trailer, on the couch, probably playing F1 22, probably playing F1 manager, gets a call like, yo, bro, we need you to come out here, lay down these laps, okay? It was at Monza. Albon's missing, all right, due to pancreatitis, I believe. And DeVries had already tested previously, I believe, with Mercedes and practiced with Aston Martin, which that's an entirely different story. It's funny that we're talking about Aston Martin now with this DeVries effect situation. Inevitably goes to Williams to take the car, put it 8th on the grid, I believe, and then in the race, first time Formula One, brings it home in 9th, which in points, 2 points for his first time debuting in Formula One. That's a spectacular fashion. Then gets a contract at AlphaTauri. What's going to happen with Felipe filling in for Lance? Now, some of us might wonder, like, some of us already think Lance, like, he's not that great of a driver, right? He's not that great of a driver. He's like, some of you might even question, is Lance really even a good driver? Well, I think the thing is, how comparable is Felipe to Lance, okay? So when we look at some of these things, like, let's look at this. Lance 24, Felipe 22, only 2 years apart. Not a big gap right there, but 2 more years of youth on Felipe's side. In F1, the highest that Lance has placed is 11th with 75 points in 2020. F3, he was a world champion, 507 points, 2016. F4, a world champion, 331 points, 2014. All right. You go to Felipe, F2, we already know, world champion, 265 points in 2022. F3, 16th. 8 points, 2019, and F4, 3rd, 236 points, 2017. You know, you got one more championship on the side of Lance in F3, definitely, and F4, whereas you only got F2, but F2 is a bit more closer to F1, is it not? Is it not closer there? And not to mention, Felipe also progressively got better each season. I believe the first season he was 9th. The next season, I want to say he placed 8th or 7th. And then that following season, 2022, champion. So definitely a progression on Felipe's side. So I'm starting to wonder if it is at all possible for Lawrence to put himself outside of a father-son relationship, and possibly if the variables, if the ingredients arrive at his doorstep that says Felipe gives Aston Martin a better chance of not looking crazy out here in these Formula One streets, can he say, Lance, you're out? You're not out of the team, son, but you're out of that seat. Could he do that? Would he have the ability to do that? Because you're not talking about Alonso. You done paid Alonso quite a bit of money to come there and be this seasoned veteran, this champion seasoned veteran that's supposed to help you all have a catalyst to bring the team up. Although we haven't seen that even in his last couple of teams. We haven't really seen that Alonso was a catalyst that's going to be a championship, like, bring it home, daddy, for us. What Alonso is going to bring you is he's going to show up to the grid. He's going to get in that car. And then the announcers and the journalists are going to be like, once again, Alonso breaks the record of the longest Formula One career. He's going to bring you an attendance record every time he shows up. Is that enough? Is what Lance doing enough? If Felipe gets in this car and they see something, they see data, they see something that they don't quite see in Lance, can Lawrence say, I'm going to have to give Felipe that chance? Or does he say, you know what? I can't do it. No matter what's going to happen, you're going to have to take a back seat. Oscar Piastri him. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he hasn't had that much. He hasn't had the experience in Formula One, but he's about to get it. De Vries didn't have it, but I will be fair and tell you this. De Vries' resume is outstanding before he got into and had his ability to be in a Formula One race to then show the Formula One culture and world what he may have the possibility to do because he did it in Williams. So I will give De Vries that. Like, his resume, you all, De Vries' resume is crazy. It's crazy, okay? So, you know, Lance is indeed a father shoe-in. Daddy owns the company. Daddy has the money. Daddy wants to show up to damn launches and talk for, you know, who knows umpteenth amount of minutes, all that. Racer X, what's going on? Mary Beanie, what's going on? Like, Lance has the I'm dad's son employment card in his pocket at all times. At all times. And I just don't know if Felipe can get in this car and show something, because we don't know what Felipe's ceiling is. Lance has been with us about to be 6 or 7 seasons. I think we know what Lance's ceiling is. It's definitely not above midfield. He's not finished a season 10 and up, 11th, right there at the door. I think we pretty much can say we know what Lance's ceiling is. Like I said, 6 seasons. You look at Max Verstappen, within the same amount of time, 6 or 7 seasons, became a world champion, although an illegitimate world champion. So we won't count that one. You extend them out on going on to 2022, becomes a world champion within the cost cap era as well. There's the scandal NDA Massey era, which was totally horrific. Then there's the 2022 cost cap era. I don't know what 2023 is going to bring, but we'll have to save that for another show. I don't know what kind of era that's going to bring if Max Verstappen and Red Bull win another championship. I don't know what's going to be involved in that. Don't forget, we still got cost cap coming up, and they also elected not to bring their lighter package in the same season that they got indicted for the cost cap, which really wasn't even an indictment. So with the AMR 23, they do have quite a bit of things to try to make right in their season. Right now, they're looking kind of crazy. All right. Before this and everything is, you had the pink Mercedes. All right. And Lance was there in that era. I believe he was there in that era with the whole pink Mercedes situation. Want to say, yeah. If not, you all correct me in the chat. Then you had the green Bull. Aston Martin's not looking good. They're not looking great right now. They're not. All right. And we saw their launch. Their launch was definitely not the best. So we're going to have to see what is Aston Martin going to do. And we're about to see, because I'm going to be up. We're going to see all the aero wakes we can get. We're going to see all the high flow viz paint or oil stream we can get. We're going to see all of that good stuff coming up. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to go to sleep a little early, try to take 3 hours of a nap and then be up 3 hours later to try to be on with you all. Well, not try, I'm going to be on with you all for testing. And we're going to be able to see also answer some of these questions about the W14. Has it progressed Is it going to give us some evidence that it will be a competitive, legitimate championship car? Because we already know we have a legitimate championship great GOAT driver in Lewis Hamilton. We also know that we have a promising, productive, race-winning driver in Russell. We're not going to over-exaggerate and say champion, all that stuff. We got a good driver in Russell. I'm not going to even say great, okay? People throw the great terminology around like it's free candy, like it's Pez. Like, here, you're great, you're great, you're great, you're great. You want to be great over there, you're great too. We got to stop throwing that around. It takes a lot to be great. Judica McBoodica, what's going on? And we just want to start throwing great around like it's that. Like I showed you all, Alonso taking a damn picture on a GOAT. You're not the GOAT, Alonso. You're far from it. You got 2 chips, same as Max. And Max, you got 2 chips, same as Alonso. And almost y'all kind of highlight, kind of moon dance in each other's light, because Crashgate Alonso and NDA AD 2021 race scandal Max, and then you got cost cap. It's kind of almost similar. Would it not be very coincidental or odd that Max only gets 2 championships in his entire time of racing in Formula One? What happens then? But we can say that for another show, because we know Lance Stroll is not right now. We know that he's not. I could comfortably say right now, Lance Stroll in 2023 is not going to be a world champion. I can comfortably say that. Just saying. I can say that and not feel any hesitance about it. I don't hesitate on it. I'm just telling you, I feel pretty good in saying that. So yes. So by the way, still doing a lot of testing. What's up, Chaos Druid? Mary Beanie, doing a lot of testing, trying to get everything situated, get acclimated to the new setup so we can have a nice testing stream, bring in some pictures, show the live thread, hopefully show some board numbers, lap times, all of that good stuff, as we're going to be here in hours. The thumbnail is already up. Go set your reminder so you don't miss it. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna have my honey bun. I'm not breaking out the race day waffles until race day, so I likely will have my honey buns. Might even do my grapes. Then I'm gonna want to see what you're eating in the morning. That early in the morning, we got to get the right fuel in our body. And I'm not saying a honey bun's the best thing, but it's definitely not the worst thing. Some people out here drinking scotch that early in the morning. Damn it. Some people it ain't even morning to them. It's just a late ass night. But either way it goes, we're going to be here for testing. You join us. I want to thank you all for always coming to join the Performance Talk podcast. Don't forget to check out the audio version on whatever you want to check it on, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon shit. You want to check it out on Amazon, check it out on Amazon. You want to check it out wherever else, Podbean, whatever. It's on multiple different digital platforms. Go support it. Go listen. You don't have to just watch me. You can put me in your ear while you're in your car, you're on that train, you're on that plane. Play it up. All right. So I will see you all soon. Be here for testing. We're taking off like a rocket ship. Let's go. Peace.